Hello, my name is Dallas Brown, and today I'll be presenting an original message titled Responding to the Calling. I'm from Central Assembly in Springfield, Missouri, and the scriptures I'll be using is Matthew 4, 19 through 20, Matthew 5, 11 through 12, and 2 Timothy 4, 2. Imagine this. It's a Saturday morning, and you're at your part-time job. Maybe you're serving a customer or cleaning the floors. Nothing exciting, just earning a paycheck. Then, out of nowhere, somebody walks in and says, "Hey, I've got a new opportunity for you." It's different from anything you've ever done, but it's going to change people's lives. Something about their words makes you stop and consider what they're offering. Well, that's pretty close to what happened to Simon and Andrew. They were fishermen, doing their job, casting nets and pulling fish. When Jesus came along and said, "Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men." For them, it wasn't just a career change. It was a life-changing mission. And for the next few moments, I'd like to talk about having that same calling on your life. Jesus is still inviting us to something greater, something that has an eternal impact. In Matthew 4:19, Jesus powerfully states, and he said to me, "Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men." Now, this verse can be broken down into three distinct parts: the call, the response, and the mission. First is the call. This moment signifies the start of the disciples' relationship with Jesus. And the same goes for us. It's the beginning of our walk with him. John Stott, a theologian, once said, "Our Christian life began not with our decision to follow Christ, but with God's call for us to do so." And this call, it can have a personal impact too. It allows us to grow deeper with Christ and have a greater relationship with him than we would have had otherwise. Everyone has someone they follow. And for me, it's a YouTuber. When he posts something inspirational or cool, I'm drawn to listen because I trust what he says. And in a similar way, that's how the disciples felt when Jesus spoke. They trusted him instantly. After the calling comes the response. Let's read Matthew 4:19 again, but I want to go a bit further to see how the disciples responded. It starts with, "Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men." Then in the next verse it says, immediately they left their nets and followed him. Notice, they didn't wait to say goodbye to everyone, nor did they finish their task. They didn't even understand the full situation, but when Jesus called them, they immediately left. And this can be a challenge for us, to grow deeper in our faith. This can be a challenge for us, to step out in our faith, even when we don't see the entire picture. In Greek, the word immediately is ethis, which means at once or without delay. So, when God calls us to do something, it might happen in the middle of our everyday routine. Or it might sense us called through his word, urging us to act without delay. Are there areas in your life where God's calling you to act, but you're hesitating? You see, the longer we wait to respond, the more doubt creeps in, making it easier to put it off. This could be because of fear, rejection, the loss of friendships, plans, or popularity. But Jesus promises that what he gives us in return is greater. Matthew 5:11 through 12 says, "God blesses you if people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers. Be happy about it. Be very glad. For a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, the ancient prophets were persecuted in the same way." The last part of the call in our lives is the mission. So when Jesus says, "fishers of men," what does he mean? Notice, fishers of fish prepare by mending nets, organizing their tools, and studying the water. Whereas fishers of men prepare by studying scripture, growing in faith, and praying for opportunities. Without their tools, fishers of fish can't go fishing. And as followers of Christ, we need to constantly have our tools in a good condition in order to share the gospel effectively. 2 Timothy 4:2 says, "Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction." So, as we conclude, let's revisit our key points: the call, the response, and the mission. First, the call. It's personal. It's not just an invitation. He sees you, he knows you, and he calls you by name. Second is the response. The disciples responded immediately. Are we ready to step out of our comfort zone and follow him? Finally, the mission, to reach others with the message of salvation in Jesus. So, how is Jesus calling you? In what ways do you need to respond? And who in your life can you share the gospel with as we learn to fish? Thank you.